Hi, I'm Michael Josh, and you're watching GadgetMatch. Earlier this month, OPPO unveiled its new flagship smartphone in mainland China, so GadgetMatch flew to Shenzhen. This is our OPPO R15 Pro hands-on review. The R15 comes in two variants. There's the regular R15 and the more premium Dream Mirror Edition, officially the R15 Pro. While they look alike, the main differences are on the inside. Mediatek versus Snapdragon processors, battery capacity is slightly smaller on the Pro model, and in certain markets, the R15 Pro is also dust and water resistant. On the R15, OPPO is ditching metal. Instead, we're getting glossy backs for that more premium feel. The R15 comes in Rouge Red, Frost White, and Nebula Purple. This last one has a subtle gradient. The Pro model uses glass, but OPPO claims it's harder than the traditional glass or metal in phones. There are two colors, Infinity Black and Ruby Red. That's also a beautiful gradient. Our review model is the R15 Pro in red that matches Issa's nails. The gradient is very subtle and is only seen in certain angles or when hit by light. The display on the OPPO R15 is bigger than its predecessor, but the form factor is about the same size. The biggest difference is this. Yep, that's a notch, and it houses three things: the selfie camera, earpiece, and proximity sensor. There's no option to turn it off or hide it. Like any other phone of this aspect ratio, videos when played by default don't fill the whole screen, and if you choose to do, you can pinch. However, the notch will get in the way of your experience. There's a little bit of a chin here at the bottom, but the fingerprint sensor is already at the back. OPPO upgraded its AI beauty mode introduced last year, with more feature points and even more beautification combinations. Sometimes Issa's eyes are made bigger, which we aren't exactly a fan of. When compared side by side to the R11s, however, photos look virtually the same, which is not a bad thing. OPPO's AI selfies are still more natural looking, at least compared to other beauty modes. And speaking of the R11s, beauty mode still works, even in video. There are also built-in stickers on the camera app, which you can use on both front and rear cameras. The R15's main cameras also now have AI that OPPO claims can identify up to 120 scenes. When it does, a small icon like this will pop up. It doesn't really work as well as the other phones we've tried with a similar feature. The R15 and the R15 Pro have dual rear cameras for portrait mode. How different are they? Well, here's a quick comparison. There's really not much of a difference. Both phones did a good job cutting out the subject despite the busy background and Issa's messy ponytail. OPPO also says they added hardware-level support for HDR. Although if you see in this comparison versus the older R11s, R15 Pro photos actually look dull and not as sharp, and some details tend to get washed out, like this building here. There's also a portrait lighting feature, reminiscent of the iPhone's portrait lighting. There's an option for natural light, film light, tone light, contour light, and double light. Here are more R15 sample photos from Shenzhen and Hong Kong. The phone runs on Android Oreo with OPPO's Color OS 5.0. Everything is still reminiscent of iOS, including gestures. Swipe up from the bottom left for back, swipe up from the bottom right to get to recent apps, and swipe up from the bottom middle for home. On Color OS 5.0, you also get a smarter album that picks out the best photos for you and arranges them depending on people in the photos, date taken, or even location. You can also search for keywords now. Finally. There's also a multitasking mode that allows you to launch two apps in both portrait and landscape mode. So, are the OPPO R15 and R15 Pro your gadget match. We're still waiting for the international version to ship before we can give you a recommendation. Right now, the AI features are a bit rocky, and we're curious to see if they will improve in time for shipping. But if you're a selfie lover looking for a capable smartphone that looks and feels good in the hands, the R15 Pro may be worth considering. Rocking bezels in 2018 can look dated, so for those who want a premium looking phone upgrade, this device is definitely in the running. Of course, we don't see much of a difference between this and the capable R11s. That's still a smartphone we'd recommend, and at a better price point. The OPPO R15 and R15 Pro are currently available in mainland China, but will be available in other markets really soon. And that was our OPPO R15 Pro hands-on review. For more videos like this one, you know the drill, folks. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, follow GadgetMatch on social media, and make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm Michael Josh. Thanks for dropping by.